Here are three shabby chic ornaments that I've made, and I'm going to do a tutorial for you. This is the first one. The back is green velvet, and there's always velvet picks up everything, so we got lint on there, of course, and thread. I've used some eyelet trim around the edges. I've also used bridal applique and then washi tape that I put on there for that one. These are 4-inch circles that I've used. And then the next one, this is the part of the collection that it comes from. It's in my Etsy shop, and you will see it there. I'll put a link below. And this is another one that I made with one of the pretty girls. And you can see I just decorated it pretty simply. Used appliques and flowers and eyelet trim. I did put some stuffing in the back just to give it a little bit of padding. Not a lot, but you could make it any way you want, you know. And on this one I actually used beads, but I didn't show you that. Okay, and then this one is so pretty. And I used a scallop punch, which I'm going to show you how I did that for the second piece and the front. And that was a 3.5-inch scallop. Then there's the trim. This is fabric. I covered all of them with fabric, but you could just cover them with paper if you wanted to. And there's some beads there that I hung on there. Now this one is a tear-shaped one. It's pretty large. I will have a pattern in my Facebook group for it. I have large, medium, and small, as well as the 4-inch circles for the ornaments themselves. Now this is the girl that I used in the collection for this tear-shaped ornament, and I used a lot of bridal applique, and I sewed a dangle on the back, and on the back I used part of a wedding dress that I didn't cut. I cut it up, but I didn't take the appliques off. It was too many beads, and so I just added a flower there and a thread. I just had fun decorating. Eyelet trim, you know, appliques. It just was fun to play with and make a pretty ornament. So now I'm going to show you, I'm going to do the tutorial and show you what you need to do to make these yourself. Very easy, very simple. Alright, first of all you're going to need 3 round circles. That's your template, 4-inch. Then you're going to need a front and then a back. I cut my back out of cereal box, and this is the scalloped edge one that I used, 3.5-inch. I speeded up this part of the video, so I'll try to keep up. And that's going to be alright. Then I'm going to take a 3-inch punch and I'm going to punch her out. Now you could always draw a circle on the back. You don't have to use a punch if you don't have one. And then I glue these 3 together because that becomes the front of your ornament. You can put lace anywhere you want. I always like to glue down the center unless I'm going to put lace right under it. But for these I don't. I just do the edges. And then the back, I use fabric and I cut out a piece of material, scrap material, you know, a little bigger than the 4-inch circle. Usually I cut it in a complete circle and then I clip the edges. Oh, and before you put it on, you want to put some hot glue on the back of it and add some batting, stuffing. You can get stuffing out of toys, you know, at Goodwill. They give them free sometimes. You don't have to buy that stuff. It's expensive. Then you want to bring this over and glue. Now, usually I clip all around the circle. I take my time and then I glue all the clips. But here you can see me doing part of that. I was just doing this to save time and to show you that you can do it a lot of different ways. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Just glue that fabric all the way around. I use low temp glue so I don't burn my fingers. Always a good idea, or use a silicone spatula if you have one. So I'm just finishing this up. And you can take your time. Like I said, I speeded this up, but I didn't take a lot of time because I knew it was just demonstration purposes only. I do take a lot of time when I'm making it to sell, believe me. And then I wanted to add some lace just because that fabric was too plain. And so I decided I'm going to try to cut a bigger circle. I like the circle better than a square. It goes a lot easier. And then I'm going to clip all around that circle, and it will make it easier to come on, to glue on. So I kind of made it really big. But you have to allow for the thickness of the stuffing too that you've put in there. So I'm going to clip that all the way around. Anytime you sew something or glue something circular, you need to clip it so that it will lay flat and you won't have a lot of bumps and folds and everything else that you don't want. So that's done. And now I'm going to, I do not glue the lace or the fabric to the back of the disc, only to the inside where the edges are. Because if you were to do that, it will show and it'll look stupid. I mean, in my opinion. Maybe not to you. You can do what you want. I glue the stuffing down. You can use batting. I glue that down. And then I pull the fabric over and around and glue it inside. I do not glue it on the back at all. It gives it a better look. Now I have the front and the back. And I'm going to add the string to the top before I glue them together. So I've hot glued that in there, accidentally off camera. And I'm thinking about cutting up some lace and seeing about doing the edge with, trimming it. But I'm going to at least put that much together. But it's too big. But it was a thought, But I love this eyelash trim because it just really seems to fill in, and it gives it kind of a holiday look, if you ask me. It's because we're not trying to do an old junk journal or something. We're trying to do something that's vintage and maybe Victorian, but they had all their feathers and stuff like that. So I think that we could do that, and it gives it a festive look. That's the word I'm looking for, festive. So I did that with the green. I have a lot of eyelash trim. I have all the colors, I'm sure. And I have some iridescent. Oh yeah, there's the green and the green. Okay, we saw that. Here's the pink. Like I said, I have all kinds of colors, all the colors. And this is an iridescent, but it's not eyelash trim. It's just an iridescent thing that you can get, at the craft store. I don't even know what to call it. It's on a reel. And then here is the teardrop pattern that I will have available in my Facebook group. And you put it together the same way you put the round ones. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can always message me in my group.